Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do another mini composition book cover. Okay, this is going to be the two-part 5x7, so it's like a 4x4 hoop and then a 5x7, and so it'll be done in two sections, and it'll fit the 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 or the 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 size books that you can get at Walmart, Dollar Tree, Amazon. Okay, so in the two-part one, the first part we're going to do is the tab. Okay, so I have my tearaway stabilizer hooped, and I'm going to stitch a placement stitch. It's going to be kind of hard to see the placement stitch because I'm using white. Okay, there's the placement stitch, and here's my vinyl, and I'm going to spray it to hold it in place with this Elmer's Craft Bond spray adhesive. You can use whatever you want, or you can tape it, whatever you want, but I prefer to do this. I'm going to tape it in place, or, oh, it's stuck to my finger. I probably sprayed the wrong side, knowing me. Okay, now we're going to do the tack down. This part's pretty easy, so. Okay, now tack that down. Now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put my back fabric or material. Mine is vinyl. This is marshmallow canvas from My Punk Broidery. Spray it, I think. I sprayed it this time, maybe. Put it over there. Turn this back over. And then I'm going to do the tack down, okay? That's it for the tab. All that just because you can't fit it in a 5x7 hoop. Okay, so I took these apart. Now I'm just going to trim it. Our tab that we're going to use on the step 2. Okay, be right back. Okay, so now we're going to start step 2, okay? I've got tearaway stabilizer hooped, and I am going to do my placement stitch for the actual book cover, okay? Okay, it's did the placement stitch, and these lines right here are your pocket lines, okay? To make it fit in a 5x7 hoop, I put them inside versus outside. So now I'm going to turn my hoop over, and I'm going to extend these lines out like this, so I will know where to put my pockets on when the time comes, okay? So there we go. I just marked my pockets, extended my lines out, okay? All right, did my placement. Now I'm going to cover my front with my vinyl I'm going to use, okay? And I'm going to use the same as my tab, obviously, okay? I'm just going to put that right like that, and I'll really make sure I centered it, okay? And I'm going to tack it down. Forgot to put the stop there. Okay, it's did the tack down, and usually I spray the back of this so it stays tight, and I forgot. It did this little rectangle where our tab's going to be, so I'm going to take a seam ripper, and right in the center of this, I am going to just cut my stabilizer and my vinyl all the way through. Okay. Just like that. Then I'm going to take my tab, Poke it through, flip it over, and you're going to insert it so this line matches up to the tear. See the little line right there on your tab? So you're going to put it, and then you're going to pull it out till it gets to that line. And you want to make sure you're centered between your marks, okay? Okay, you see? Whoops, it fell. Trust me. I've got it lined up right here. I'm going to line it up. Actually, the stitch lines up with your placement stitch. I'm sorry. Centered in the middle. And every time I move it, it moves. So I'm going to tape it in place because we don't want it to move once it starts stitching. Okay, so I'm going to tape it. Do I look good? Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to tape it right there. Okay, now you can see it's taped in. Well, you can't see. There you go. Now you can see it's taped in place. Okay, I'm going to put it back on here, and it's going to tack it down. Okay, see it tacked it down, and I use the same color thread here as I do my stipple. That way it's not as noticeable. And on the back, it tacked it down like that. I don't know if you heard that big old click while it was doing. Maybe I didn't have my hoop all the way in there, but I don't like that noise. All right, let's make sure we're all locked and loaded. Now it's going to do the stipple. Okay, let me just tell you, that was painful. My machine's not liking that blue for some reason or something. I don't know. It broke. It could be this vinyl too. I'm not really sure. We'll see how the rest goes. Okay, now let's carry on, good fellow. Now it's going to do the placement stitch for the applique. Okay, it did the placement stitch there. I'm going to cover it with my vinyl. I sprayed the back with that temporary spray. So I'm going to put it right there. Once again, it's temporary, so I'll be fine. Okay, it's tacked it down, and it's did the extra stitches for definition there. So now I'm going to lift this, and I'm going to trim it. There we go, and now it's going to do a blanket stitch, okay? Okay, I'm going to stop it there so you can see it did the blanket stitch. And if you notice, right here, it did a little circle. That's where your snap's going to go, okay? That way, if you want to punch your hole and put your snap in before you put your pockets on the back, you can. I'll show you that when we get to that step, okay? All right, now it's just going to stitch the design. And I want to show you something. Maybe if I can put this somewhere. See how it looks like the Jesus is up at the A? I don't know how I knocked that before I sent it over, but the Santa will be up and there will be a space in there. I mean, so it will be Jesus all as one and won't be all in the A. I'll stitch another one, but I'm not going to video it. Okay, right now I am going to hole punch this and put my bottom part of my snap in, okay, before I do my back, okay? I'm going to use these little tools that came with my snaps to hole punch. Okay, you can see I did the hole punch. Now I'm going to put my snap on. Okay, I put my snap on. I'm going to turn my hoop over, and I'm going to first put my center, the stuff to cover this up. You can use fabric, vinyl, whatever you want. I'm just using this really thin sewing cork. I'm going to spray the back of it so it stays in place. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. That's what these lines right here, these placement stitches were for. Okay, and this is like 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, there we go. And you know what I did forget to do was typically I line my vinyl 1/8 of an inch outside of my placement here, so I don't have to trim that, but I forgot to, so I'm gonna have to trim it. But I guess that'll show you guys that you can trim it. Okay, so now we're gonna go back here, and now I'm gonna put my pockets on, okay, my side pockets, and these are the placement marks, or my pencil marks. They will go line up just with that, and they will be over like 1/4 of an inch or so on that side, okay? Okay, whoa, ran out of tape. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to tack this all down. Actually, I'm going to put just a tad tape. Here and there. Okay, now it's going to do the final stitch and tack everything all down together. Okay. And I do the final stitch the same color as my stipple and my original stitches. Guess it helps when I hit play. Okay, it's finished it, and that blue was a pain. My machine definitely does not like it, okay? So I'm going to turn over. I'm going to take my tape off. And if you noticed, it did not, the stitching does not get in the way of this, so the foot did not. All right, now I'm going to take it out of this, and I'm going to trim it. Be right back. Remember, we used tearaway, so I'm just going to tear this all out of the edges. The reason I used tearaway is so I didn't have to cut it under my tab that I forgot to line up first. So okay, so what I will do is I will fold my tab back, and then I will trim that right there. Okay, I'm going to hole punch my end right here, and then put my book in it, and that'll be that. Be right back. I just want to show you, I'm using a red snap, and I want to make sure it covers all my vinyl there on the end, and this one does. I have another one I made, but I think I may have given it to my daughter. So, all right, let me finish this. The Dollar Tree notebooks are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And they're $1.25 for a pack of 3. And there's 50 sheets. Dollar General, they are 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And they are $1 for 3 packs, and there's 60 sheets, okay? This is a size difference. Both sizes will fit in this mini comp. Now, Walmart are 88 cents for a pack of 3, and there's 80 sheets in each, and they are 3 1/2 by 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, I mean. So they fit. This is the Walmart one. I'm going to put in right here, okay? And I'm going to put it in upside right. Let's see. She goes like this. There we go. Comes from here, and I'll snap on his nose. And there you have it. See? And then it says, Merry Christmas. Dance like Frosty, shine like Rudolph, give like Santa, and love like Jesus. Thank you.